football lovers, welcome to Ballchat Podcast, where we review the week's major news, or some of the week's major news in the world of football, aka soccer. I'm one of your hosts, part of the Ballchat family. My name is Benton. Junior, Wagwan family, how you doing?
But I'm here, and I have on my black sweatshirt, and I'm in that dark mood right now.
Dark mood around here. Football family, come on, is away. Come on, big up yourself, family. One love, which will hold it down for you, family. Big up yourself. Come on, football family, ball chat, as you know how we do it. Ball chat is all about reviewing the week's major news in the world of football. We'll touch Manchester United versus Chelsea. What a boring football game. We'll discuss Mikel Antonio apparently contemplating switching to the Reggaeboyz. Ravel Morrison also proclaimed that the Reggaeboyz will make it to Qatar 2022. But we start off of the show with Ballers and Bugs. Ballers being the impressive players of the week and Bugs being the unimpressive players of the week, or unimpressive people of the week, relating to the world of football. If you're watching us on Flow Sports, if you're watching us on Ballchat YouTube page, you can join the discussion, or Ballchat Facebook page. Join the discussion. You can send on your Ballers and Bugs. Junior, who do you have as your ball of the week, meaning the impressive players, family?
Why, it going to sound like a slap in the face, but I'm not being disrespectful. I give him my ball of the week to the whole Arsenal team and also to Liverpool. For two different reasons. For Arsenal, because they seem to be finding their way under Arteta. Every week we clown them, every week we draw a card on them, but they seem to be finding their way. They had a very impressive win today against Leicester. I don't know if it is. I'm kind of torn. I don't know if it's a good win or if it's just Leicester being Leicester, but it still counts. It's a win against a team that's fighting for Champions League position, so that's a great accomplishment. Liverpool got another. The injury bug just keep biting them with the Jordan Henderson going down now, but they find a way to win. I know it's just Sheffield, but they have no reason to want to win after losing them captain now. They must feel like dumping upon them and them still fighting through. So I have to give it to Liverpool. I also have to give it to Fulham. I have to give it to Fulham. They're fighting, scrapping. The GQ manager is scrapping his way out. And I want to give it to Big Sam, but I'm going to wait. Big Sam, I'm going to wait. I don't have the ball.
But Junior, I would think that you're one of those who have obviated Liverpool. Big up yourself, Liverpool family, Dalton and family. Big up yourself, Marco Pratt. Junior's giving Liverpool a ball of the week. My ball of the week, I have ballers of the week. I got to give a ball of the week to the Manchester City defense, John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Emerick Laporte, that entire defense, Kyle Walker. Big up yourself. They have been fantastic. They have kept 15 clean sheets this season for Man City. Also, 27 matches unbeaten run for the big team in the EPL, and probably the big team in European football, as Manchester City defeated Mönchengladbach in the middle of the week, and they also defeated West Ham in the EPL. Also, ball of the week, I want to give a ball of the week to the one and only RB Leipzig, the entertaining football side out of German football. RB Leipzig was down 2-0 to rivals Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Bundesliga, 2-0 at 56 minutes, and somehow RB Leipzig found a way to win that game. They came from behind, won that game 3-2. So Liverpool fans, that Champions League tie against RB Leipzig is not over. So ball of the week to RB Leipzig as they sit 2 points behind Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. And finally, one baller. We have to give Giroud a baller for the goal he scored, right, Junior? We have to give Giroud a baller for the goal he scored against Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, I want to give it to but I'll leave that for you.
Well, since Cameron is not here, big up yourself, Cameron. Cameron would have given him a ball of the week. So ball of the week to Olivier Giroud as he scored a wonderful goal as Chelsea defeated Atletico Madrid. Soft soap Atletico Madrid. We discussed that in our Champions League roundup. And Gareth Bale, honorable mention, Junior. Gareth Bale looked extremely happy. It must be golf season coming up on us, Junior. Well, go on.
Spring is in the air and the groundhog is out. Hey, that's a Garrett Bale new nickname. I'm going to start calling the groundhog.
Yeah, Gareth Bale was fantastic. He scored 2 goals as Tottenham beat the brakes of Burnley. But he was ecstatic. The weather is getting warm. Gareth Bale's getting ready for golf season as Tottenham looks to run impressively to try to push a way to make it to European football. But they were fantastic in that win against Burnley. If you have Ballers and Bugs family, Ballers been the impressive players of the week. Send them on. If you have Bugs, send them on. Junior, let's get to our Bugs of the week because I know you have some beaten, unimpressive players. Who do you have?
I'm not going to beat Manchester United for the draw today. I'm not going to do it. I have one joking bug and I have one serious bug. The joking bug is this. Gareth Bale get my bug of the week. I'm going to tell you why Gareth Bale get my bug of the week. Benton, I am not scoring 2 goals and you taking me off with 20 minutes leave. And I am on my way to score. I think the commentator said he has never scored a hat-trick in the Premier League. You're going to have to drag me off the field, kicking and screaming. And Gareth Bale looked like he was so happy to get cut. When the first sub was coming on for Lucas, Gareth Bale, when Dele Alli was coming on, Gareth Bale looked over to him left. The camera panned to him, and he looked over to his left. And I was wondering, did Gareth Bale think that Jose was going to take him off? So Gareth Bale gave him a look. And then the next over, Gareth Bale, I just walk off a high five. Brother, I'm vexed. Because I supposed to score a hat trick.
But Junior, golf season is coming up on us. You don't want to risk any sort of injury.
The man knows that he have a swing off in the next 30 minutes. I'm going to take a shower. Yeah, I'm going to golf course. So bug of the week for Gareth Bale. But my serious bug of the week now. Ballchat is the #1 show in Trinidad that's talking about football. I know it's a couple months ago, but I keep saying I'm proud. We're proud of the moniker, right?
Yes.
But even though we are the #1 show in Trinidad for football, we would never discuss Trinidadian politics because we're not Trinidadian, right? We don't live in Trinidad, and we have no idea what is going on in Trinidad, right? Zlatan, you're a baller, you're a general, but shut the hell up. Talking about LeBron shouldn't be talking about politics. Just shut up. Just shut up. And I wish Lukaku would just kick off your big nose. Those are the views of Junior and every black person in the world that is tired of racism and is tired of. If you want to know what white privilege is, look at Zlatan and his comments this week when he said that he don't think, I'm paraphrasing, he don't think LeBron should make comments about politics. Shut the hell up. Just shut up. And last week, I did kind of cuss off my boy from Crystal Palace.
Wilfred Zaha.
Wilfred Zaha. I did cuss him off, right?
Yes.
When he said that kneeling has become a token gesture and there's no work behind it, right?
Yes.
I think Dwight York came out this week and even said earlier this week, that yes, there's no substance behind it. He too feels like it's a mockery.
Yes.
I am now changing to say yes, it is a mockery. Because every time me says Zlatan go up on him knee, I want to box him. Because you can't come out and disrespect LeBron for talking about the thing that you are kneeling about. That means that you don't get the clue. My big bug of the week, that man. Zlatan, move on. I can't wait for Man U feel. Hey, boy, Ole, play Eric Bailly. Play Eric Bailly against Zlatan in the Europa League. I make Zlatan. Hey, Fred, kick off him nose. Don't talk.
All right, so Zlatan getting Junior's big bug of the week. And we'll get to this. We'll discuss Europa League matches, next rounds of matches coming up later on in the show. My bug of the week, staying on the theme of racism and issues around racism and inequality in the world of football, aka soccer. My bug of the week got to go to the one, Mr. Seth Yan of U.S. Soccer Federation. Step on up. He's the bug of the week. And the reason why I'm giving him the bug of the week, just to give you a background, Mr. Seth Jan is the U.S. Paralympian, current member of U.S. Soccer Council. And U.S. Soccer Federation voted overwhelmingly to repeal the no-kneel policy that was implemented in 2017. The no-kneel anthem policy, meaning that players were prevented from kneeling during the national anthem. They voted overwhelmingly to repeal that policy yesterday at the AGM, Annual General Meeting. But Mr. Setien dissented, and in his dissenting speech, he not only belittled the history of American slavery, he belittled this idea of police brutality on black and brown people. And so Mr. Setien, a member of U.S. Soccer Federation, is going to get the bug of the week for me. Put him in the corner with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. These are the people who are influencing policy in American soccer. So you, Mr. Setien, you get the bug of the week. 70% of U.S. Soccer Federation members voted to overturn this policy. 30%, Setien and his brethren voted against. All right, Junior, let's go to review some of the games that took place this week. Let's start off with the boring match, a big match in the EPL. Chelsea versus Manchester United. I almost fell asleep in that game. Junior, your thoughts? It ended 0-0. It doesn't look like any of these teams would score if you play 600 minutes. Your thoughts?
You might have fell asleep because you had no stake in the game, and that is fine. You not have no stake. Me have the pork chop. Sorry, all of my Rasta friend them were born pork and thing, but you not have no stake. Me have beef in the game. All right? I enjoyed that match. I did. Now, I'm a little bit pissed off at Ole because I don't know if he's trying to prove to Woodward that they need a striker, but Marshall is the only recognizable striker that knows how to play. Ole, you are a striker yourself. Manu was toothless up front because nobody wanted to play down the middle. Chelsea was toothless up front because nobody wanted to play off Giroud. Why have Giroud on the field if you're not going to move the ball to him and let him put his back to goal? Command the respect of Lingard, not Lingard.
Football family, Lingard is on the Manchester United.
Lingard is hey, what's with that one, Lingard?
They could have used Lingard today, football family.
No. But command the respect of the Manchester United central defenders, and they can have Mount and Ziyech running the space. They didn't do that. All I saw Tuchel do, I think Tuchel have real nightmares about Manchester United, what they did to him in Champions League at PSG a couple of times. So I'm saying, all right, we're not going to take any risk. We're deploying Conte. We're going to stack the midfield, and we're just going to play it that way and depend on Manchester United to make a mistake. While Manu, I don't know what the strategy was. I just don't know what the strategy was. So it ended up being a fair result. Both teams had 1 and 2 chances, but there wasn't any consistent chances because there wasn't any consistent flow to the game. It was just a midfield game. The ball could have stayed on the midfield, and when I was watching it and say, all right, the ball amongst the center circle.
You know who I feel sorry for? I sympathize with is Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, I think ultimately he wants to win. He's desperate to win something. And I don't know if he has time or patience for this foolishness. I mean, he is urging these players on to come on, let's go. He's probably even urging Ole on to make the right decision. But this team just seems to be just toothless. Just no ambition. And I'm very disappointed knowing that I've spent a lot of years watching the great Alex Ferguson build something exceptional. This culture of winning at Manchester United. To now it's been reduced to a culture of just accepting a draw against soft soap Chelsea. I mean, I was disappointed in the game. But
you know what though? You know that I'm going to hate to say it, but from a Manchester United perspective, this game shows, or the last couple of games have shown how much Pogba means to Manchester United right now.
Exactly, yes.
Prior to Pogba's injury, you know, they were close to Man City. They were leading the Premier League. Pogba get injured. Man City continue on their trek. Manchester United take a step back. Pogba is showing, because I think they were still 2 points ahead of Man City, with Man City have a game in hand. Right now they're 14 points behind.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you ever want to know how much points Pogba worth to
Or
Man U,
12 points behind or something like that.
yeah, so that shows the value of Pogba. But
Speaking of which, we'll go ahead and bring the table up.
yeah,
Go ahead, Junior. Continue. We'll go ahead and bring the
yeah,
EPL
so
table up.
that's why it shows. Chelsea, though, I like what I'm seeing from Chelsea now. I like it. I like the way how Tuchel have them playing. I hear some guy on ESPN said, "Oh, Chelsea is not attacking any different now than under Lampard." But guess what? They are a lot more organized. They are bossing the game. They are maintaining possession. All they need is a good striker.
Yeah, they need a goal scorer. I think they've scored, what, 9 goals in the 10 games on the Tuchel so far. So they're desperate for somebody at the top to actually put the ball in the back of the net. I mean, I think Ziyech is a good player. And he's starting to mix people in. I mean, unfortunately for them, it looked like Hudson-Odoi picked up an injury. Well, what I read just salt. He got subbed at halftime, and there was this word that Wagwan. Why did they take him out? But it turns out it seems like he picked up an injury or had something on his leg. Huh?
You think he's injured?
I can only go based on the images that I saw. And the images I saw, he had ice pack on his leg, which suggests an injury.
Who was the color analyst? When named ready to play for Arsenal?
Lee Dixon. Lee Dixon
What
said
Lee
he used
Dixon
to
said?
do the same thing.
I do the same thing when but I do the same thing. I ice my knees. So he's even hinting at the fact that it's puzzling why Hudson-Odoi is not on the field. I think he's hinting at that. In his own roundabout way, he's questioning the validity of the ice pack.
And those are the views of Lee Dixon. He jokingly said that he used to do the same thing during when he was subbed off. Put ice on it. Manchester City. Just a quick recap around the rest of the EPL. Manchester City defeated high-powered, our impressive West Ham yesterday. Your thoughts on that display? They got goals from the defensive, their centre-backs, both John Stone and Ruben Diaz. Man City have gotten, 52 goals from the midfield. They're finding goals from other places. Your thoughts on their display? They just seems like this is it. Just give them the trophy, right?
This is it. We know the season is done. We know Man City is winning the league.
Yeah.
I think Man City is already setting up for next year.
Yes.
I think Man City is already sending the message that we are younger, we are better, and we are champions to stay for a long time. Because we know Aguero is on his last leg. We know that. We know Aguero is gone.
Yeah.
We know Fernandinho is done, right? We know that. But they are going to retool. And those wages are going to come off the books and can go to somebody else.
Yeah.
Those wages can go to somebody that probably is in Germany right now and is about to get a new coach. It sounds funny, but
please do not attract Erling Haaland.
But if you are Erling Haaland and you get an option right now, Borussia Dortmund say you are in the market and you can pick your side. You're not going to Barcelona. You're not going to Real Madrid. You're not going to AC Milan. You're not going to Juventus. You're not going to Man U. You're not going to Arsenal, Chelsea. You're going to Man City. It's a foregone conclusion. So if they get that striker, if they get a João Felix, imagine what Man City is. They're deadly, man. Because all they showed me yesterday is they are playing for fun.
Yeah, they're really enjoying their football. Granted, they've won the last 2 out of the last 3 EPL titles, so this would be third title in 4 years if they go on to win this thing. Yeah,
it feels different. It feels like a different title, though. It doesn't feel
like a different.
It doesn't feel like this elementary. No, this feels like a brand new team.
Yes.
Brand new direction. Brand new. They feel almost revived to me. It feels like a new energy in the team.
Yeah. What do we make of Leicester City? They got spanked by Arsenal today. Imagine, spanked by Arsenal. We know Leicester City struggled with depth. We know that their squad is very thin. But did you see this coming, this 3-1 defeat?
Yes. No. I would have never bet. I wouldn't bet you that they will lose 3-1, right?
Yeah.
But you have Johnny Evans as your centre back. If you have Johnny Evans as your centre back, you are not playing to compete for the title. You are playing to be today's version of Everton, of David Moyes' Everton, where we're going to flirt with the top three. We're going to win the oddball big games. We're going to win the games we should win. But them oddball games, if we lose, whatever, we lose to Arsenal. Arsenal is a bigger name. It's not surprising. What is surprising is the way how Arsenal played.
Yeah.
That's why I think that Arteta is kind of righting the ship. But that ship is highly dependent on Thomas Partey. They need to wrap him in bubble wrap, and he is the straw that stirred that drink.
Yeah,
and Pepe is no good.
Need him to stay healthy. I'll continue our roundup in the EPL. Liverpool finally won a game. Junior, they snapped that 4 games losing streak. They will play Chelsea this week at home. They also have a losing streak at home. We'll get to that in our preview and prediction segment. They'll play Chelsea on Thursday, but a much-needed win for Liverpool, especially Bobby Firmino scoring one of those goals, even though it's a deflected goal. But they needed a win.
I don't even think he was credited for it. It's a own goal.
Yeah, it was deflected. He took the shot finally.
Yeah. But, I mean, Liverpool fans are giving the ball of the week this week, right? I gave them the ball of the week this week. But this is we're in a hurricane. Liverpool is in a hurricane of a season right now, and they are going through the eye.
Yeah.
Going through the eye of the storm. But you know what comes after the eye, right? The tail. And that Chelsea team, Giroud is now looking at a defense without Jordan Henderson, who wasn't the greatest defender anyway.
Yeah.
Without your captain, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm fearful for them. I don't think Salah, Mane, and Firmino. I don't know what is going on with that front three. I don't even going to trust Curtis. I don't know. Klopp. This week we're going to have to see a master class coaching by Klopp.
And we'll preview that in our preview and prediction segment coming up. But Junior, quickly on Liverpool, you don't give any credence. Do you give any credence to this news about this report that we saw in Sky Sports about Steven Gerrard, maybe a potential replacement for Jurgen Klopp?
That's the Brexit foolishness. That is just like the idiots them that want to play.
I mean, but surely Jurgen Klopp should get to kind of decide his own exit, right? When he leaves, essentially.
Yeah, because it does live up high. For that to if it was Chelsea, we'll not be like, all right, that's possible, right? Based on the track record.
Yes.
Look at Liverpool's track record. Do they strike you based on their track record that they will fire the guy that gave them their first Premier League title?
No. That's just it's kind of full. I ignored that. I saw the report. I mean, of course, Steven Gerrard is doing quite well with Rangers, but I mean, yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day he will coach Liverpool down the road, but not because of.
But just to spur up conspiracy theories, I don't start controversy. I only highlight them. With the German coaching carousels that's going on, maybe a German team might come calling. Why would Klopp turn his ears? Or why would he not listen to a German team offer when he has already accomplished all that he can accomplish at Liverpool? He got the Premier League, he got the Champions League.
But it would have to be, I would envision, I mean, I know he has strong ties to the club that he essentially played with when he was young, but it would have to be one of those big German clubs. It would have to be Bayern. I would have to Borussia Dortmund, and they both have stable managers.
Leverkusen.
Why would that would be a step down, Junior? Leverkusen, mid-table club.
But when he left Dortmund and came to Liverpool, no disrespect to Liverpool fans, but that was a step down.
You know, I will not answer that one.
But it's a step down when he left Dortmund to come to Liverpool. Be honest, at the time.
Leaving at the time, Dortmund. Yes, at the time. So I don't know.
Again,
I don't know.
What if Barcelona is already calling and saying, Jurgen, forward? What if Atletico Madrid is already calling?
I mean, he will have a lot of suitors out there. There will be a lot of clubs, if he so chooses to leave Liverpool, will be interested in his service. But, I mean, I will not give the Steven Gerrard report any credit. But quickly, another thought on EPL. Junior, Lee Mason in the game yesterday with Brighton. Your thoughts on referee Lee Mason kicking and blowing his whistle to authorize the free kick. It was quickly taken. They got the goal, and then Lee Mason overturned. Why did he need to use VAR? What does VAR have to do with any of that?
It's a VAR is used to identify a clear and obvious error, right? Right? That's the letter of the law, right?
That's the letter of the law.
The problem is, this is the problem. To me, the problem is he gave the goal before checking VAR. So technically, his official decision on the field was that it was a goal. So when VAR overturned that goal, what was the clear and obvious error? Did he blow the whistle?
Yes, he blew the whistle, and they restarted, and they took the free kick. I mean, that's just... And Brighton must feel aggrieved, because Brighton needed at least a point from that game. They're sitting in, right above the relegation zone.
So, big up Kofi Powell. Kofi Powell said, Lee Mason bug of the week. Gambling or go on with VAR. I big up Damian Thompson saying big goal by Giroud for real. And I was saying, they laugh, real talk, Junior. I'm talking about I'm a blaze up Zlatan. Fire for Zlatan.
Yeah, anyway. Yep. All right.
Okay, but all right. I keep saying this in our private chats.
Yeah.
This is why I love what Europa and Champions League is doing with VAR. I don't like what Premier League is doing with the VAR. I don't like it. We don't need to know what the referees are seeing at all time. We don't need to know that VAR is checking. We don't need to know that. Just keep the game running. Because I don't remember which game it was in Champions League. Oh, the Giroud goal.
Yeah, because it was
against Atletico. There was no replay shown. There were no lines on the field. Nothing. They just show the referee talking, show the Chelsea players them. So we were left to our own interpretation from seeing the goal in real time, right? If it was in England, they will not show lines or all kind of foolishness, and it accent the conversation. I think that's what happened with the Brighton game. We did not have to know that VAR is checking it.
But my thing is this, Junior, is that he made an error. The rule state he restarted the play by blowing his whistle. They scored the goal. Why didn't they just tell him, look, you restarted the play, so let the people have their goal. Let Brighton have their goal. He cannot overrule that. So I don't understand why there was this idea of taking this goal away from him. Whether he didn't intend it to blow his whistle or not, he blew the whistle and Brighton scored the goal.
Just say
what is the first rule of football when it comes to a free kick? Stand over the ball. Don't allow a quick restart. Why didn't West Brom do that?
Yep.
So
Jason Frame saying bugs of the week easily. Lee Mason, ball of the week, William. Hope I turn the corner. Listen to me, that the turn, they might turn go down the hill. What are you talking about? Oh, dear Jason Frame, turn corner.
We'll get to
big up Brandon Lee. On Flow Sports, Brandon Lee, big up. Hey, we soon talk about Jamaica football team. We'll get
yes. All right, let's get to our European roundup because I know the Jamaican fans are running hot. We'll get to Mikel Antonio and Ravel Morrison real soon. Junior, French League. The French League, quickly, let's step over to the French League. Are you surprised that PSG is still not leading the French League after 27 games? They lost to Monaco last week. Lille is sitting in the first position. Let me see if I can pull up the French League table here for us. French League table, Lille sitting in two points ahead of PSG. Lyon is right there in the mix. Monaco, are you surprised that even after 27 games in, PSG is not? They beat Dijon Mustard team yesterday. Of course, Dijon is bottom of the French league. But are you taken aback? Should we take Lille seriously?
No, no.
Okay.
The question is, should we take PSG seriously in the Champions League? Because what we see them do to Barcelona, you'll be like, yo, this team should be running away with the French league, right?
Yeah.
Win it every year. What is happening this year? Is it that the competition is getting better, or is it the Pochettino system is taking a while to diffuse within the team? We know they have injuries. Di Maria injured all the time. Neymar injured all the time. Well, carnival time,
Yeah.
even in a pandemic, injured all the time. So we can draw that excuse if we want, but there's obviously something going on in France. A PSG fan is going to say it's a chemistry problem. It will figure itself out. A French league fan will say, no, the league is getting better. It's parity. I think time will tell, but I think ultimately they're going to rise to the top, because what we saw them do against Barcelona, they're not going to lose. Get a little dibby beside them.
Okay. And Lille doing quite well. Big up to yourself,
I
Timothy.
don't think Lille is real.
You don't think? Big up yourself, Timothy Way, and that Lille team. Monaco defeated PSG last weekend, and Kovacic, former Bayern Munich coach, is at Monaco. Let's step over to La Liga, as your boy Cholo is wobbling a bit. Cholo and Atletico Madrid, they defeated Villarreal, a desperately needed victory, 2-0. They get ready for the Madrid derby. Barcelona is sitting in second place. Of course, they played a game extra. Barcelona defeated Sevilla yesterday. Surely, Junior, Cholo, Grande Cojones, Cholo, and Atletico Madrid. Big balls, Atletico Madrid is not going to lose this game, lose the La Liga title.
They should. No, I don't think so, because they're the most complete team in Spain right now. Regardless of all the situations, they are the most complete teams. So no, they're not going to lose it. And I honestly think so in a way, but I don't think they are built. Even though they're the most, I don't think they are built to have a Champions League run and to have a successful home campaign as well.
Okay, so they have to make a decision. They have to go one or the other.
I think so. I really do think so.
Okay.
But I cannot see Barcelona or Real Madrid catching them, because there's just too much problems. Real Madrid have everybody injured, and Barcelona need a head coach. So Atletico have to dash it away.
It seems like they're trying. They lost to Levante last week, but they defeated Villarreal, a much-needed win. So we'll preview the Madrid derby slated to play next weekend. We'll preview that in our prediction and preview segment.
I'm big up Bravo Rage Squadron watching on YouTube. We're going to adjust that question momentarily. He's asking about any news on the March friendlies for the boys. We're going to talk about that in the Yard Baller segment.
Yeah, we'll get to that in our Yard Baller segment. Boy, the Jamaican football fans, I'm answering. I'm skinning catch them. All right, Junior, wrapping up La Liga, you mentioned Barcelona. Are you satisfied? You thought it was an impressive victory in the win against Sevilla, Julian Lopetegui and Sevilla. Now, Lopetegui bench his main striker, En Nasir, who's leading the team by 13 goals. Of course, they have Copa del Rey second leg semi-final against Barca in the middle of the week. Do you agree? It seems like he prioritized the Copa del Rey match coming up this week.
I don't. Do I agree? I don't even know what I'm agreeing to. I cannot tell what Koeman is doing. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know. What do you think? You are the Barcelona guy. What do you think?
I think it's, I think that Koeman seemed occasionally get things right, and he got it right yesterday. Granted, it's just one game. It's a game-by-game basis with Ronald Koeman and Barcelona. We will revisit this next weekend. It's a game-by-game basis. And football, all the FC Barcelona fan, the presidential election will take place next week. So then that will be a huge impact on the direction of the club. Barcelona has a lot of financial trouble that they need to Junior, quickly, we're going to talk about Champions League recap. And more importantly, I want to get your thoughts about Atletico Madrid losing or lost to Chelsea. What happened to it? Atletico Madrid, why were they so conservative against this Chelsea team?
I don't think they were conservative. What I think is Chelsea has a good group of players, right? They have a good team. I think Tuchel they are the ones rounding the corner. To use Jason Frame comment, they are the ones rounding the corner. I really think so. I think they are a balanced team, and I think Cholo played it.
Atletico Madrid has Luis Suarez, the biter, leading the La Liga with 16 goal scorer. He's probably one of the better strikers in football. We can agree. João Felix, probably one of the best young footballer there is in all of football. Thomas Lemar, who was highly regarded as one of the best young thing coming up in football. You have Lucas Torreira, Jeffrey Kondogbia, you have Saul Neguez, you have Koke, and you park a bus against soft soap Chelsea? Plus you have Angel Carrera. What is Cholo thinking? Parking a bus and playing 6 man behind the ball against Chelsea?
Do you see Werner's speed? Do you see Hudson-Odoi's speed? Do you see Mason Mount speed?
Junior, speed is one thing. This is not a trap meet. Werner still has to put the ball in the back of the net. Chelsea only have scored 9 goals in 10 games under this current manager.
So hold on. So did Werner put the ball in the back of the net? No. Did Atletico Madrid park a bus? Yes. Did Chelsea score? Yes. So if Atletico Madrid were to attack Chelsea, what do you think will happen in that game?
But imagine, this is not the Atletico Madrid team that's built to park bus. Diego Godin is long gone. Miranda is long gone. The Dogs, Garcia, Godin, and those players who used to be the pillars of the park the bus system are long gone. They have acquired a lot of offensive players, and he's still forward and park bus against Chelsea?
Yeah.
Chola mad. Chola lick him head. He must have licked him head.
Yeah, I agree. But big up Next Gen Productions on Flow Sport. And I'm going to address this comment. He said that you need to focus more on the Jamaican Premier League so more people can know about it. Big up Next Gen. Welcome to Ballchat Podcast. This is your first time tuning into Ballchat. But let me tell you something. Ballchat, we focus on football all over the world, including the Jamaican Premier League. But guess what, Next Gen? No be the ball roll right now at Jamaica, so we can enjoy other conversations, don't it? But we're going to talk about Jamaican Premier. Don't worry, we're going to talk. We give everybody their due diligence on this show. But this show will highlight the world football from our perspective. You see what I say? So, what about Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea right now? I am curious. You're watching our Flow Sports Next Gen. If you're still watching. What do you think about that game? What you think? Because Benton seemed to think that Atletico Madrid should have played tiki-taka football because they have Luis Suarez and they have João Felix and Thomas Lemar. So Ramon Osborne saying they are afraid of Chelsea's pace. I agree with you, Ramon. I agree with you.
Pace does not score goals. Timo Werner is fast, almost like Usain Bolt, and he still cannot score. What does it matter if he's fast or they're fast and they're not scoring?
Do you have to respect the speed?
Yes, I respect his speed.
But fun and joke aside, yes, Cholo was too conservative. He gave them too much respect. Now the difference is this. Ole did not give them that respect today, right?
Yes.
Manu were pressing high, and Ole even tipped his hand in the pre-match conference saying that they are a good team that hold the ball. We are going to press them high, right?
Yes.
I expect Atletico Madrid to do that. They have to because they're down 1-0.
Yeah.
But I expect the Atletico Madrid that you expect. I expect that in the return.
Yeah, so we'll see. I just Barcelona family, get the money ready. Go get João Felix because he's been wasted at Atletico Madrid.
I see Brandon Lee saying, I wouldn't say he parked the bus. That's how they normally play. Very true. That's how they play. And that's why they're so easy. That's why they haven't won a Champions League. Because when you go up against the best of the best, they know how to prepare against a team that they don't have art. Atletico Madrid offers nothing more than what you saw. Right?
I am expecting more from Atletico Madrid, Junior. I am expecting more from Cholo.
Damian Thomas is saying Timo is not scoring, but he is running behind the defense.
Yeah, a man can run all behind defense all him want. Junior, but what does it matter until him do what?
He run off the boat.
In fact, I saw him today took a shot against De Gea, and I was like, Regin, you really think I'll beat De Gea right this up? Even though we have known him to be the gifts that keep on giving. All right, Junior, let's step away from European football. Before we step away from European football, let's do our quickly preview and prediction segment before we get to a yard baller segment and discuss some Jamaican football. We have the Madrid derby coming up next weekend. Junior, your thoughts on that Madrid derby, Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid have to win the game, whereas Atletico Madrid cannot lose.
Now, when we asked about the game that Real Madrid played in the Champions League, and me and Camon said it depends on which Real Madrid show up, don't it?
Yes.
And we saw the better Mendy score a wicked goal. I'm going to call him the better Mendy, you know.
Yes. The Madrid Mendy scored, yeah.
Yeah, he's a better one.
Yes.
The best one.
Yes, he's a better one.
I don't know which Real Madrid is going to show up. Exactly. Now, if we know how Atletico Madrid play, we know who they are, we know what they're going to bring, right?
Yeah.
What we saw Giroud do, I'm not saying he can do, obviously, but Real Madrid can offer the same trouble to Atletico Madrid that Chelsea offered, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know which Real Madrid are going to show up.
Yeah, Karim Benzema is supposed to be back for this game, and we know that he's a lethal. He's
the better Frenchman.
Yes, he's a better Frenchman and a true advocate for Zinedine Zidane.
But I don't know. Who you think will win?
It's just gonna be a boring game. Atletico Madrid is going. If they park in the first leg of the Champions League, imagine what they're going to do next week in the Madrid derby. I envision the entire Atletico Madrid's team is gonna be behind the ball in this. Yeah, they're parking a heavy bus there or something. Other derby game next weekend, the Manchester derby. Jesus. I mean, how many does United get next week? But United have defeated this Man City team. Can they win both encounters, Junior?
Stop your foolishness, how much I'm getting.
But Man City is scared of that speed, aren't they? Are the former, the previous Man City was scared of the speed before Ruben Diaz arrived, I guess.
It's not Ruben Diaz is the key, you know.
Who is it?
Is there newfound minted central defensive midfielder that I beat in the early part of the year that everybody seems to be thinking is so world class right now? Is the man say?
Yeah.
I think the game is going to be won and lost in that midfield.
Yeah.
I think Kevin De Bruyne, because I really don't think Aguero in his current state can threaten Manchester United.
Yeah,
I don't think Gabriel Jesus in his current state can threaten Manchester United.
Yeah, but they don't need to. They got 52 goals from midfield. Why do they need Jesus and Aguero? Is Bernardo Silva scoring? Foden is scoring. Gundogan has been scoring. And, of course, now they got Kevin De Bruyne back.
No, but see the problem here now. I see Ty talking about Man United will get about 3. Man City is on the trottle now. Ramon Osborne saying City will win 2-1. Let me tell you something. Man U offers something that no team in the world offer right now. And this is not because I'm a Man U fan. They can play a game with 2 holding defensive midfielders sitting in the base and still be very lethal in attack.
Why weren't they lethal today, Junior?
They were we didn't have a striker. That's all. We didn't have a striker.
So will you have a striker next weekend then?
Marshall have to play.
Okay.
He has to play because they have to put Rashford, and I don't know why Daniel James still playing, but they have to put Rashford and Daniel James on the wing to keep Man City from having overlapping wing backs. Because that's all Ole going to do. We're going to see Rashford and James or Greenwood stand up on the throw line, on the sideline, right beside the wing backs, whoever playing for wing back, not men,
Joao Cancelo.
whoever. You are going to see them stand there, and Marshall has to go down the middle. I think it all hinges on if Bruno is going to be set free, because today Conte had Bruno in his back pocket, right? We don't know if City can do that. So who is going to win between Bruno and Kevin De Bruyne? Who's going to be more influential? That's who's going to determine the game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see how Man City lose this game. I agree with the family that they're running in hot. I mean, but yes, Manchester United has defeated them recently, and so we'll see.
I asking if Cavani coming back. No Pogba, no party. Ramon saying, man, you can't win without Pogba. Brandon Lee saying, I didn't expect Chelsea to beat Atletico. Walking away with a clean sheet is a plus.
Exactly. And it's an away goal victory, because that was hosted at the home field for Atletico Madrid, because even though it was played in not at the Wanda, it was their home host match. So that was huge for Chelsea. You were saying, Junior?
Yeah, but so I don't know. But what you guys think? Because it seemed like everybody seemed to think Man U is going to lose.
I mean, Manchester
Sports, everybody, YouTube, Facebook, who do you think is going to win?
And as it pertains to another big game, Bayern Munich versus Dortmund in the Bundesliga, is it really that big of a game, Junior? Bayern Munich seems to be just running in hot. I mean, Dortmund is I think the only question for us is how many will Erling Haaland score, and does it even matter how many he scores?
Yeah, I agree. I can't bet against Bayern Munich right now, because you have you seen them playing recently? Like, it's like a machine. That man, good luck. But Haaland, I'm curious to see how much Haaland scored.
Yeah, Jadon Sancho also had a good game for Borussia Dortmund, but it's foregone. Liverpool versus Chelsea, Junior, your official prediction. Does Liverpool end the home losing streak? Yes, Liverpool win at home. Liverpool beat Chelsea at home. Tuchel will get his first defeat at Anfield.
Chelsea is playing with 3 defenders in the back. It's going to be hard for Bobby Firmino to impact the game. It's going to be hard for Salah to impact the game. It's going to be hard for Mane. I think it's a draw game. I think it's a boring 1-1 draw.
Okay, and that game is on Thursday in the EPL. All right, Junior, let's move away from European football and preview and predictions.
Ty Gale saying Cavani is the only saving grace. Prime Minister saying Fred is a huge downgrade from Pogba. And Milan a bat. Which Milan though? AC Milan? AC Milan, they beat Roma today 2-1. So
yeah, before we move away from preview and prediction and European football, let's quickly get your thoughts on the Europa League draw. AC Milan versus Manchester United in round of 16 is kind of the pick. That draw took place this week. Junior, your thoughts. I have Spurs as the eventual winner of this tournament. I think Tottenham will win this tournament to make it to the Champions League next year. Round of 16, your thoughts on the Manchester United versus Milan derby, early warm. They'll play next week, March 11th.
Tell you already, I want Ole, since Ole listened to him ex-players or ex-teammates, Ole, listen to Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand is going to give you a call on behalf of all black people in the world. He's going to call you and say, let me talk to Eric Bailly. When we talk to Eric Bailly and remind him what Zlatan said about LeBron should stay out of politics, and Eric Bailly going to kick off piece of Zlatan nose. So Milan dead.
Yeah, I don't see how Milan deals with the speed. Of
but
course,
I agree with you. Tottenham is the favorite. I think Tottenham are the favorite, because I'm not betting against Jose in no cup competition at all. He knows how to win trophies.
And pay attention to Villarreal and Unai Emery, the Europa League specialist man himself also. But yeah, I see.
Tottenham is winning. That's
Tottenham. But big up yourself, Fabian, and good luck to your AC Milan team as they will play Manchester United in the next round of 16 in the Europa League.
And Ty also saying it will be a close game, but Liverpool is never boring, whether win or lose.
Okay, Liverpool.
That's the way the rhetoric changes.
Yeah, Liverpool fans running it. All right, let's get away from European football or world football to now discuss some football in our own backyard. Some Jamaican football news. Junior, the big news that occurred this week before we get to really into the Reggaeboyz. Well, Mikel Antonio, Mike Marth of the Telegraph, and a few other sources has reported that Mikel Antonio is reportedly looking to switch to compete for the Reggaeboyz. Your thoughts, Junior? I have seen so many commentary on this thing for the last few days. Give your 2 cents, Junior.
You know what it feel like to me?
Yeah.
This feel like when you grew up and you have the little hot girl like class and you try to look her. I should have you no play. And then when the school barbecue forward, and you realize that nobody not give her the food, they come to you and say, yo, make a piece of jerk chicken. And I look for I well want to look at what I say, yo, move your backside and go. But I give you a piece of chicken there. It doesn't matter. I don't care what the rest. I do not care. If he could have said he hated Jamaica for the last 20 years of his life. If he want to play for Jamaica, Babsy, may I beg you, lift the restriction for COVID for just 1 day and make Jamaica bring in Barbados or Cayman Islands or whoever. And you bring, they can bring even Constant Spring, farmer nationally level. And take 1 player off of that team and fly in Mikel Antonio and cap him that weekend. If he want to run that, if he's playing that game, because we know what he's doing. Yeah, he doesn't really want to play for Jamaica.
Yeah, he's trying to force England hand. His manager David Moyes spoke about this at the pre-match press conference and said, pretty much alluded to him not closing the door on an England call up. David Moyes.
But Benton,
yes.
The reality though is, listen to the names I'm about to call. Jamie Vardy, Danny Ings, Mason Greenwood,
yeah,
Marcus Rashford, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Tell me who out of that 5 you're going to put. Tammy Abraham, 6. Tell me who out of that 6 you're going to put Mikel Antonio over.
I mean, Tammy Abraham.
Okay, so we're carrying 5 strikers for the team now?
So Tammy Abraham. I mean, I know he's a utility player. He seems to be able to play different positions. David.
David did say Vardy's retired. Yeah. Vardy's retired. So, okay. So 4.
Yeah.
You're carrying 4 strikers?
The only thing, I don't know. I agree that his ploy is to try to force the hand of the English FA to go ahead and include...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Harry Kane.
Oh, yes.
How can I forget Harry Kane's name?
Well, 5. I think you don't need to remember it because it's already the starter, Junior. I mean, it's a competitive squad. He probably won't make the squad, but I know they have a lot of games to play. If he's truly committed to the Reggaeboyz and want to show up, I say forward, as long as he doesn't get any preferential treatment. He fly coach like everybody else unless he pays his own way.
Yeah, but all right. So I want you say we pay him all the way.
Unless he flies coach like every other player in the squad. My yard ballers him a fly coach. Mikel Antonio fly coach unless he pays his own way for first class ticket. Because I remember a certain baller wanted first class or business class seat the last outing. All right.
No, you take the stick to a joke. No, you turn it to the party shop again.
No preferential treatment to these European players. If they're going to come, they need to be committed to the task and understand that the Reggaeboyz is on a mission to Qatar 2022.
He's a 30-year-old proven striker. Roll out the red carpet you roll out for Leon Bailey. Just put a next little piece of stitching on the carpet on the left and bring him in. Because that even though the question now is, will he start?
Yeah, of course. He has to start. If he does show up, I mean, and he's committed, why wouldn't he?
About that?
I mean, big up yourself, Boja, Shamar Nicholson. Big up yourself, family. We love you, but
We see that is a question no,
I
because
mean,
no,
boy,
that's a
hey, you know
dilemma.
what? Me not sell out my baller still. Shamar, go and score some
And I
goals.
swear it just dawned on me, and people on Flow Sports, people on YouTube, Facebook, looking at the rise of Shamar Nicholson, just because Michael Antonio say want to come play for Jamaica, will you now? A lot of people get up and say, well, you start the two of them together, you play two strikers. But anybody would know about world football, remember that 1998 France team when they had Thierry Henry and they had a baller named David Trezeguet who couldn't see the ball field because him and Henry were two identical of a players. Doesn't Shamar Nicholson and Michael Antonio kind of they mirror each other? So why would I be starting the same player twice and the same game? So am I going to bring in Michael Antonio because of name value and demote Shamar Nicholson? Or am I going to bring in Michael Antonio and put him on the bench and have Shamar Nicholson playing up front when every time he miss a one shot, we're going to hear, you know, so Michael would have never missed that.
No, but
No,
I mean,
look,
this is a good headache to have. And granted, you know, people, we have not get any confirmation from the JFF. This is just speculation and are the reports. There's no commitment, no agreement reached between Mikel Antonio and the JFF. So we don't know. He might forward and he might still not forward.
Oh, but listen to this though. Big up David Nicholson. David Nicholson saying, what do you make of a front three of Antonio, Bailey, and Tony? So you realize that Nicholson not even in him top three, in him front three.
Yeah.
Tony is interested. Tony is interested for Jamaica as well. So big up Tony.
Yeah.
Or Tony. I don't know pronounce that, but
yeah.
think about that. First of all, that's a very dynamic front three, right? Antonio wants to play for us. The JFF approached Michael Antonio via email last month. Having sought advice from family members, Antonio felt it was too good of an opportunity to turn down. His father passed away in March 2020. Antonio wants to leave a legacy in the country where his parents were born. Big up David Nicholson. Now, we've heard that, but David, be honest with me, David. And Michael, and if anybody know him, please, I mean no disrespect. But if England come calling, you think you're going to say, boy, I'm going to play for Jamaica, you know?
But remember, JFF has approached him before, and he said he was waiting on England. So I think the window is closing, and so maybe maybe he will show up for the You know what? With or without Antonio, the Reggaeboyz bus still a drive, you know. We now wait for no passenger, you know.
So Ramon is saying he is welcome. He's a threat going forward with that pace and power. BM is saying Michael Antonio is too old. I think he's 30, Michael BM. He also snubbed Jamaica in the past. Tired of us running behind these English players.
Yeah, we now run behind. No, almost something else, you know.
Prime Minister, so the emoji savior, Prime Minister, he's way better than Mattox. Tygill, he's not committed, so let him stay there. Bravo is saying he said he wanted to do it for his dad, who recently passed away. Yes, Bravo. And Tygill, we only need them. If Jamaica was their first choice, let them stay with him there. If Jamaica wasn't their first choice, let them stay with him there.
All right, but people change, Tygill, as we get more information in life.
I don't know yet.
It's different decisions.
I'm saying Nicholson isn't performing in Belgium right now.
Yes, he's not.
His finishing has been subpar for Jamaica. Tygill saying JFF approached him twice. We don't need him anyone. We don't need him nor any of them. Any one of them. All right, listen.
All right. So we'll watch the space. As the story develops, we'll continue to, but I agree to some extent with Ty. We're not going to run down no baller.
Yeah,
Junior is willing to roll out red carpet for all them foreign ballers there, but me not night.
But Dan Frost is saying Jamaica need to get more players in the MLS.
Yeah, exactly. All right, speaking of Jamaican football, as we continue our yard ballers roundup, Ravel Morrison, a man who have declared for the Reggaeboyz, was on Vibe with 5 Rio Ferdinand podcast this week. And Ravel Morrison proclaimed the Reggaeboyz is making it to Qatar 2022. He says 100, wicked, we're making it to Qatar 2022. You like the confidence that Raphael is exuding there, Junior? I mean, the man, nice confidence, eh?
But what you expect him to say? Oh no, we're going to try our best, but we're behind the 8 ball and we're not practicing. And Rio, I really would love to play in Qatar, you know, but the team just not, them just not good. Imagine what we've been saying right now if he had said that. So it's like a no-win situation. I love the confidence that he's saying that is at least showing commitment to the side, right?
Yeah, he's committed, and of course, Ravel, you know, has had a well-documented checkered past, and you know, he seems to expressing some love for playing for the Reggaeboyz. So, you know, hopefully, this is something that can translate into a very, very good run in World Cup 2022. But our qualifiers in World Cup 2022 qualifiers, but no preferential treatment, of course, Junior.
No, I agree with you, but I want one preferential treatment. If we're going to bring in all of these, and I'm not being funny or joking or anything, if we're going to bring in all these international players, when you watch the game and the way the game is played, and you see how the ball is rolling on the field to these players' feet, try your very best to mimic that on our homegrown, That like in the national stadium, this time should be taken right now, preparing the field for World Cup qualifiers. Because if you are bringing in international players, you have to give them international facilities. You have for the playing surface at its very least should just be a good playing surface, right? We don't want to see the ball a bounce up, and them man will come in from England, try control a ball on them foot, and the ball bounce with. And we're going to say, wait, I know the Premier League ball of this, all the man can't control a ball. I know the German ball, they can't control a ball. It's because of the surface. So now is the time, if the players are this committed, now is the time for the JFF to make sure the facilities are in place so that the team can have the best opportunity to make it to the World Cup. Jamaica should not look better playing in America than they do in Jamaica. And that is something, no, it's all funny, but that is something that we have seen. We see Jamaica go play in Mexico at the Azteca and them roll ball. But when them come play at the national stadium, the ball a bounce off them foot. The ball, it almost look like night and day. And the only difference is the playing surface.
Yeah.
Now is the time to get the surface in order.
Need money for that, Junior. We need money for that.
You need no money for that. You just need 3 brothers from Westmoreland, a good cutlass, and just give them space and time, and everything will work out. And give them some water. That's all you need, man. All you need is dedication.
Yeah, the Reggaeboyz will actually take the field later on this year in World Cup qualifiers, maybe even a good playing surface at the National Stadium. Home field advantage, Junior.
I said, Damian McGregor saying, I think JFF working on the stadium as we speak. See that Damian saying Westmoreland my place. Westmoreland are my place to Damian.
Big up yourself, Damian. Junior, before we step away for today's show, we want to get your thoughts. Of course, big up to Ravel Morrison, and you know he was very honest in that interview with Rio Ferdinand and Vibe at 5. He talked about his struggles, but he spoke very highly of Tariq McGee. Tariq McGee, Jamaica's, he called him the little David Silva. And Tariq McGee is in Belgium trying to make his way. Big up yourself, Tariq. Junior, before we step away for the evening, Red Stripe Premier League or Jamaican Premier League, still no official date. The president of Waterhouse, Mr. White, saying that, you know, it's hard keeping these clubs afloat. Should the government find a way, Bridget? You have tourists flying in, you have foreigners coming in, and all sorts of things going on. Parties still are going. Should we find a way to start the Jamaican Premier League? Take your time, Junior.
You want the political answer or you want the football answer?
I want the football answer. The players are not, they need to eat, Junior. They're not getting us, I mean, this is their livelihood, this is their earnings. Of course, we're very much concerned about the current pandemic, but I mean, I don't know how many Jamaicans really adhering to these pandemic mitigation at the current lay of land. I guess current landscape.
It's all right. I'm going toward the line. It's a sad. If you ask Junior the human being, if you ask me as a human being, should the Premier League start back in current standing of Jamaica? My answer is no.
Okay.
Because the facilities aren't there to mitigate a serious outbreak, right?
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't even know what the real numbers are for the pandemic in Jamaica. We don't know. We have no idea how much people really sick.
Yeah.
Do we want to encourage that, not knowing what the real numbers are? And is Jamaica ready to tackle a pandemic if it gets to that alarming levels? And would we look back and say, maybe we should have never started the Premier League? How we might look back and say, maybe we should have never allowed planes to fly into Jamaica. That might soon come up, you know.
Yeah, that might happen. But Junior, we had a track meet yesterday at the National Stadium. Couldn't they have some games? I mean, without fans at the National Stadium.
But the track meet is a one-day event, right?
Yeah, it's a one-day.
We're not talking about maintaining events every weekly or every 3 days at multiple venues.
But clearly they would be trimming the league, the season. They would be trimming it to something. I mean, I would suspect at the National Stadium they can enforce some level of security, even though I know my yard brethren them love jump fence. Doesn't matter what, but...
Yeah, but I'm fiscally too. There is some economists sitting down and in each team and say, for us to break even in a season, we have to play 8 games.
Yeah.
What if Jamaica come and say we're only allowing 5 games? Will the team still want to play? They're not going to make any money. They're going to even lose even more money because you still have to, if all right, yes, they can't. The clubs can't maintain themselves right now, right? But if they play 4 games, 5 games, or how much money do they have to invest per game to get the team ready? And how many games do you need to play to recoup that money? Right? I don't know what the fiscal business is within the team. But I don't think the government is paying the players. I don't think the government is taking care of the facilities.
So
somebody have to take care of it. So who will recoup that money? How will they get back that money? And now with the Premier League getting new sponsorship, do you think that new sponsorship money will come in this uncertain time? You think they want to trigger their big marketing budgets now, and then for come out here next month, we have to lock down the league, you know? So the money we spend, just forget about it. It's a lot. It's too many questions. No, you bring up a key. I don't even know if you bring up a key point. You know, play the Premier League game, bring the Premier League back, right?
Yeah.
Don't call it the Jamaican Premier League.
Call it a league.
Call it a league.
Yeah.
Run by the Jamaican government, right? You have the stadium down at West. You have the stadium in a Kingston.
Yeah.
Find a stadium in Middle, right?
Yeah.
And just play games in just those 3 locations. And how many other locations it will take to have 2-3 games playing in one day?
Yeah.
Right? And just do that every weekend. You will give the youth them something in their pocket to keep them afloat. You will give the clubs an opportunity to stay sharp, stay healthy, and also for build them brand. Because people are watching Flow Sports wanting to watch Premier League. Everybody tuning into Flow Sports right now want to hear about the Jamaican Premier League, right?
Yeah.
And there's no content to show them.
Yeah.
So give them something. Give us something. If it's even a drip, give us something. Play select games. Call it a preseason. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. Let them be essential workers to the health and well-being of the national security. You have to play these games, right? Give them something. Find some way to word it to make the government say, yeah, I kind of like that idea, and play these games.
Yeah.
Make the youth them get a little money in them pocket. Make the clubs them get something to stay afloat. Keep the infrastructure alive that is on dialysis, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a multifaceted approach. You have a lot of issues, a lot of variables affecting there. As we wrap up Yard Ballers and wrap up our show, come on, normally read out Jamaican players doing well in their league overseas. So quickly, come on, send in some notes. Big up yourself. Come on. Kamar Lawrence scored for his club, and the leg scored a wonderful strike from 25 yards out. Big up yourself, Kadisha Shaw. Kadisha Shaw got Player of the Month for her team in January. Kadisha Shaw, big up yourself. She also scored a brace for FC Bordeaux, I think is the club that she plays for. Peter McGregor from McGrath High School in St. Catherine is now on his way to a club in Sweden. Peter McGregor, go on, eat your food. Family, he's heading to Jar Gardens in Sweden. Go on, eat your food and perfect your craft. Peter McGregor, he signed a contract heading to Djurgården in Sweden. Junior, yo, family, you have anything else to say regarding Jamaican Premier League and starting up the league?
Go Explorer saying on Flow Sports saying Nicholson is a big performer for Jamaica. He's our talisman. David McGregor saying facts. And Don Froster saying the Jamaican government don't care about football. It will never happen, my brother. David Nichols is saying Antonio, if he switches, is our number one. If you don't think so, simply I ask you to watch them play currently or go and get checked out.
Yeah, but remember, say Antonio, he's not moving with his entire West Ham squad. Just one man in a bridging. It's me dealing. So it's imperative that we address tailor our expectation of Mikel Antonio. He's doing well with West Ham. Is it because of the system? Is it because of what they're doing at West Ham right now? Because remember a few years ago, Antonio was known big baller, you know. Junior, watch yourself in a bridging.
Me? I'm not saying nothing, brother. Hey, I welcome all good footballers, but fun and joke aside, I think this is a Leon Bailey effect. I think we're starting to see younger players being attracted to Jamaica.
I'm not young, Junior. I'm 30 years old. He's not young.
How old was McAnuff when he decided to come play for Jamaica?
Joby, I don't remember Joby's age.
At least 34, 35.
Okay. Well, thank you for correcting me on Joby's age.
So Mikel is not young. He's in the prime of his career. He has about 2-3 years left in his prime if him don't eat meat.
All right. Forward, Mikel Antonio, if you're committed to the cause. Forward. Football family, thank you for joining us. Come on, we want to say big up yourself, family. We miss you today. We want to say one love to the family out there because we don't know, say, tough out the road. But we'll see you again next week. Football family, if you join us on Ballchat, if you want to connect with us on Ballchat, you can connect with us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast. We're on Twitter at Ballchat1. We're on Facebook at Ballchat. You can email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. Yo, Manchester United, Reggaeboyz, every part of football we cover. And Junior, we didn't even talk about Thierry Henry deciding to go back home from Montreal.
What a man lie about him going to stay with the family.
Look for more, Junior.
More.